Alright. Phew. Finally. Kind Hobo, you had to fight Fruit Snack. Alright. We finally got a match. I know, Scarman. I know, I mean, I put a bracket there so then everybody knows what matches they're going to be in, and the stream's up so then they know if there's some sort of skip or something like that.
Time for your physical.
Yeah, it was scheduled for today, like on Skullheart and on the Steam group. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen here, and Ricconi is getting his first hit in. So Smash and Crash needs to be very careful. He is playing Fukuwa, which is a really good character in my opinion. He needs to be careful. Oh, he's going to have to watch out with what he's doing, and nice job. Okay, so his spacing is pretty good right now, but ooh, Ricconi's punish with the big man assist is just going to be too insane for him. And the lockdown assist that Smash and Crash is using is great, and he gets a hit in. Ooh, that is a nice reset there, but he has to know that that does not work. Okay, so his spacing with his fireballs are actually pretty good. He needs to be careful. And okay, let's see what's going on here. And Smash and Crash still could win this. He just needs to play very careful. Right there, he actually could have went for a Daisy pusher right there, and he needs to be careful. And nice job. Okay, so he does need to be very careful with what he's doing here. He still could win. Oh, no, that is a really nice hit, and he just needs to watch out with what he's doing right now. And let's see what is going on. And oh, that is just going to be too insane. And that is going to be the end.
Rest easy, Sienna. That's a wrap.
Alright, Super Swan. Since you were the champion of the last tournament, you do kind of get a little bit of a special perk. You can join my spots in the losers bracket. So it's cool. Don't worry. I know there was a little bit of confusion with the dating changes, but I changed it up again, and I did try to refix a couple of the statements that I did post on every single place, like with the tournaments and all that stuff. I even fixed the event timing so that it starts at the correct time this time. So let's see what's going on here, and let's see what is going to happen in this match. Yeah, just play for my spot. It's better for the commentator just to commentate, and let's get into commentating right now. Smash and Crash getting a nice start out right here, and ooh, trying to go for a little bit of combo there right there. Didn't really work out. Ricconi trying to get a little bit more aggressive with his playstyle right here. He doesn't really want Fukuwa to space out anymore, so he's trying to get a little bit more aggressive, but he is trying to play smart with his aggressiveness, trying not to throw out that big band in wrong situations, and there he goes. He's probably going to go for a burst bait in this combo, but no, not if he messes up the combo. I'm surprised that he ended the block string with a light fireball. That usually doesn't work too well, especially in close-up situations like in the corner. It'll usually go under it if they aren't standing up. Okay, this is probably going to kill if he can combo correctly, and ooh, very close to killing. And he is just going to continue going, and Smash and Crash needs to be careful with what he is doing right now, and nice! Hopefully he can keep this up, and he is just going to continue. And nice little spacing with the jumping medium punch. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people use jumping medium punch all too well. But that was a pretty good spacing, but really not going to help out in the long run. when Rick Oni has such momentum behind him. Now, if you saw, after he used the jumping medium punch for the spacing, he actually got a charge off, but he didn't cancel the charge at the right time, and he got whacked by the big band assist. You know what? It was a nice time. It was a nice job. He did a good game. All right. Now, Smash, remember there are spoilers, because remember the stream is a little bit behind what the game is. So remember that. There are spoilers. You know what? Don't worry. This is actually there is a loser's bracket this time, so you are going to have more of a chance to win here. So let's see who we are going to have in this one, and we are going to have in the next match. We are going to have Rex versus Almighty Assassin. Now I gotta admit, I have never ever seen Rex play. So, I gotta admit, I don't know who's going to win here. Can Rex be a newcomer that can totally wreck? Or will he go to the back burner? I have seen Almighty Assassin play, and holy moly, Almighty Assassin's a great player. So, I do want to see what's going to happen here. So, who do you guys think is going to win here? I do feel like, some of my tournament predictions is, I think in the finals it's going to be either Subiswan, Dawn, or Rick Oni. Now I guess I have to cancel out a couple. I think it's going to be Rick Oni and Subiswan in the finals. That is in my opinion, and I would love to see what you guys think is going to happen in the finals of this tournament. Alright. And it looks like Rex has accidentally DC'd, which I'm guessing he accidentally crashed the game, which is fine. Now, No Slim, you know, I have seen Rick Oni lose. I do feel like Rick Oni does have his weak points, just as every player does. I feel like if Rick Oni could work on anything with his weak points, it would probably be if somebody can extremely rush down Rick Oni. If somebody can rush down Rick Oni to a point where he's in his non-comfort zone, if they can punish his assists, if they can catch his assist off guard, Rick Oni's got great assist play, but if they can take out his assist, Rick Oni is going to have a very tough time. So he's going to have to be careful. Now, if Subiswan had a... Oh no! The infinite input glitch. Ugh. Why does everything have to have an input glitch? Jeez Louise. Going to try and re-invite everybody. I'm wondering if they crashed, if I crashed. Oh man, the infinite input glitch, which is a real shame. Really hate that glitch. No idea why it isn't patched out yet. Yeah, I know, I kind hobo. I know. So the one thing I'm definitely hoping for in this one is I'm hoping that I can really see a new player just come out of the ashes, out of the smoke, out of the fire. I want to see who can win this one. I do want to see if Rex could definitely just wreck Almighty Assassin. I wonder if that can definitely happen right now. His Skullgirls 2 is already going to come out. What? A kind hobo. Why you gotta single me out? I guess while we're here and we're talking about the match, I guess I will have to talk about some upsets that I could see happening. I could definitely see maybe a kind hobo taking out Dawn 111. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see maybe Rick Oni losing to Almighty Assassin. That could be a very big upset. Alright, I will have to ask. Oh, yeesh. Okay, so Almighty Assassin said that he won, perfecting him in that match. Okay, so let's see if maybe Rex was just hustling Almighty Assassin in that last one. Ooh, shots fired from a kind hobo, and it looks like this time those two crashed instead of me. Well, a kind hobo, the only way that you can fight cheap is with more cheap. Pick Fuqua, and Big Band, and Double. And then watch the hate mail just swarm in if you were playing any— oh my lord, look at that connection. He's on East Coast. Next time on Funky Hellboy, will this match ever happen? Well, it's happening now, at least. So, let's see what's going to happen here.
You're a wheel of pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
We should almost—
showtime.
we should have just follow everyone to the same location. You mean fly everyone to the same location? And there's not much to talk about here. It's just Almighty Assassin being almighty right now. And geez, with his pain wheel game, it looks like he's just running a pain train. There is a little bit of lag in this match, and I can definitely see the lag right here. And I can definitely feel that Almighty Assassin could definitely feel this lag right now. Nice tag. Hopefully he can keep this up. He does need to be careful with his spacing and movement right here. Ooh, that is going to hurt right now. He's going to have to be careful. Nice! And he gets out the death crawl, which isn't going to be doing too much because this is a solo versus a 3. And, you know what, Rex isn't being perfected in this match, which is something that he does need to be proud of. Nice, he does get a diamond drop off, but he's not going to get too much. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Titan Knuckle immediately. Ooh, trying to get another diamond drop. Can he use his head? No, he cannot use his head in that combo right there. And he looks like he is just trying to get something here. And Almighty Assassin's actually going to be, is actually going to get hit. Ooh! And that looks like it's going to be the end of that one. Youch. You know what? At least it was a closer match than the perfection that Almighty and Rex were talking about with the last one. So it looks like we have a kind hobo versus fruit snack. So I wonder what is going to happen in this one. Okay, so now we got a fruit, and now we have to get a kind. So, who do you guys think is going to win here? I've never seen Fruit Snack play, but we can check out his play time. 409 hours on record and 62 in the beta. I could definitely see that both of these people could definitely have some sort of influence on one another's playstyle, so I am wondering who is going to win in this one, and whoa. So, who do you guys think is going to win here? I know, Sleepy Swan, I know. This is not a 1st to 7.
This ends now.
Alright, let's see who's going to win this one. Looks like Fruit Snack is going to be playing Fuqua and Parasol, and a kind hobo is going to play Parasol and Squiggly. So Parasol is really alive in this one. Looks like the spacing is really nice here. He dropped his combo, which is a shame right there. So he really needs to be careful with what he's trying to decide on what to do next. And let's see what's going to happen here. And nice! Okay, he is just trying to go in with some safety, and wow! Great job! He actually gets he actually gets the command grab, and he's actually just going to try and set up for a little bit more. Ooh, he's going to have to be careful with what he's doing, and nice. Oh, can he get a setups? Oh, no, he's not going to get a setups. He's going to have to be careful with what he is doing right now, and hopefully a Kind Hobo can get in. This is going to be pretty hard for a Kind Hobo to get in, but if he can get in on a Fuqua with a Squiggly, I feel like he can win here. Ooh, tried to get a nice grab, but he did not, which is a shame for him. Nice, he gets a little bit of a combo here. He's probably going to go for a burst bait. Oh no, he goes for a reset! And what an amazing reset, using Fuqua's double jump for the reset. Great job. Alright, so who do you guys think is going to win here? I feel like a Kind Hobo can do better, but he needs to up his playstyle a little bit. I feel a more defensive playstyle for a Kind Hobo might help him out. Can you get another bracket link? Sure you can. Okay, so he needs to be careful, and nice! He just gets hit, and this is just gonna keep going. Nice mix-up right there, but a Kind Hobo using his smarts to actually block the mix-up, which is insane for him. So he needs to be careful, and oh no! It looks like we lagged out there. Huh. It doesn't seem like it was anybody's fault. Ooh. Well, the match was close. The match was just at its starting point, so it's not like we can put down the hammer of the rules that, hey, you can pick, hey, you know what, Kind Hobo can pick if he wins or loses this time, because, well, it was the beginning of the match. Like 10 seconds in. It was only like 10 seconds in, and really in those 10 seconds nothing really transpired to a point where it could be considered a rage quit or an intentional DC. Alright, so let's see who's going to win this time.
Egrets, dispatch.
I feel like that actually might have taken away a little bit of momentum from Fruit Snacks, so this actually could be very well in a Kind Hobo's favor if he can keep this momentum that he got right here. But ooh, Fruit Snack is just going to keep play keep away. Kind Hobo needs to bring out that egret card. There we go, there we go. He can play the keep away. He can out keep away the Parasol if he most certainly wanted to, but it looks like he just did not want to outplay. It looks like he just did not want to do that. And wow, I'm surprised that he's tried to snap in, probably trying to get the hit on both characters because of that huge hit stun that the double one gets. And nice predicting the burst baits, but that is just going to not hurt him. That is just going to hurt him a lot. And that was a really good snap by him. An amazing snap if he can get more off of this. Can he cancel in the right time? No, he did not cancel. He actually tried to go for the Silk Forge, which is a huge thing for him. And Fruit Snack is just looking like he's just going to take this one very definitively. And yes, this is just the end of the match. What a shame. Fruit Snack's just pointing at the ground and creating a clone of herself just to show off. Ouch. What a match. those two were. Okay, so you know what? Fruit Snacks definitely showing off right here. So definitely we could have a new People's Champion with the Fruit Snacks. So now we got Dawn 1-1 versus King Zora. So who do you guys think is going to win here? Do you think that King Zora could win? Or do you think Dawn could definitely take this one? What do you guys think? I definitely think that I definitely feel like Dawn 1-1-1 is going to take this one, especially with her team setup and with his playstyle. I could definitely feel like Dawn could definitely win here. But that just keeps down to the ending results of the winners. So let's see who's going to win and what are you guys going to put your money on? I'm putting my money on Dawn. I have seen King Zora I have seen King Zora improve a lot, but I just gotta put my money on Dawn and see what happens here. So the money is on Dawn, especially with King Zora's team of solo Painwheel. Money is fully on Dawn. So let's see if anything changes with my attitude or if I'm completely wrong. And hey, looks like King Zora has actually switched up to Painwheel and Squiggly. So let's see what happens. Ooh, trying to charge up and gets a grab, which is great for him. Hopefully he can keep this up, and it looks like he's going to, but he needs to be careful with what he's doing right now, and it looks like he's just going to continue beating on him with Dawn. Nice burst bait, but he does block it, so he had a chance to block that, and he needs to be careful, and it looks like he gets the command grab, which is a shame. And there we go. Dawn is probably going to take this because I do not believe that Sybil is too well versed in his Squiggly play, and well, it looks like this is just going to be a bad end for him. Ouch, especially if he's going to get hit with that D1 burst bait. Looks like he is just striking out the band, and he just does not care.
Can anybody stop this fighting machine?
I gotta admit, I gotta agree with Soupy Swan. The team synergy between Squiggly and Painwheel is literally just horrible. Rigoni, the stream champ. With knowing when it's a spoiler. Good job.
Chill. Do I know you?
Okay, so it looks like Sybil is actually going to go to his roots with the solo Pain, which honestly is probably a better decision for him since he is really only well versed in his Painwheel. It looks like he needs to get a little bit more versed with more characters because he needs some assist with his game. Oh, he actually used the Light Punch to go through the Napalm Pillar, which is insane. He needs to be careful, and oh, this is going to hurt a lot, especially with that cross-up. So it looks like Dawn is going to perfect it, and no! A mash-out is not going to allow Dawn to perfect Sybil. So can Sybil bring this back? It doesn't look like it, especially how Dawn has level 3 right there. So it looks like Sybil will be joining the big band, and that is just going to be the end of him. What a shame! What a shame. So it looks like we have our round 3 picks, and then we have our semifinals. So let's see what's going to happen here. Who do you guys think is going to win here? Rick Oni or the Almighty Assassin? Now, I definitely feel like both of these players are really good, but it really just comes down to who has the better Valentine. I do feel like Almighty Assassin's Valentine is really good, but mixed in with Rick Oni's amazing Valentine play with his assist usage, it's just going to be insane, and it looks like Rick Oni is trolling us with the name switch. I gotta admit, there is one thing that I do not get, is that if people sign up for the brackets, why do they use a different name than their Steam name? So it looks like we are going to get off to an amazing start, and Almighty Assassin has 610 MS. Oh, like, okay, now he has 153. Still can't believe that Riccone actually has really low ping on the West Coast. So let's see who's going to win here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Oh yeah, I totally messed up. I wasn't talking about Almighty Assassin's Pal. I was talking about his pinwheel. Whoopsie daisy. But let's see who's going to win here. Okay, it looks like Almighty Assassin can get his pain train up, and if he can continue this pain train, he is just going to win here. So he just needs to keep this up. Oh, he's going to get hit here, but it doesn't look like it's just going to be worth it, because that is a waste of 2 bars, and his character still dies for a little bit of damage on him. So that was a pretty bad decision by Sybil to use that medium. It did get him out of the corner, but it also got his opponent out of the corner. Okay, he might have it. Oh, but with that assist in Cerebella, he's not going to get too many hits. And wow, he goes for a Devil Horn, which is very strange for him, so he needs to be careful. Okay, he needs to be careful, and ooh, that is going to hurt a lot. So can he keep this up? And nice! It looks like Almighty Assassin has 4 bars right now, so he could definitely go into a level 3 into more stuff. So let's see what's going on here. And ooh, he blocks both. So let's see what's going to happen here. And he is just going to charge in. Wow. Okay, he does get the grab, and he does get a little bit of a combo. I'm guessing he doesn't really use a bar unless if he has to, and it looks like right there he had to. So he is just going to use that taunt. He has to get more damage on this big band, because this isn't a solo band versus a 3-character team. This is a 3-band versus a 3-team. Not too much damage on the big band. He does need to be careful with what he's doing right here, because he knows that one hit will lead into death, especially because of this 5 meters on Almighty Assassin. Oh, that is going to lead into death, and what a shame for Riccone. He is going to be taken out here. Youch, that was a huge shame for Riccone. His reversals were not coming out that match, he says. So, if I could definitely give any sort of help to Riccone in that one. His ping's not 300 anymore, it's 97. It's not 300. If I could definitely give help to Riccone in this one, I have to say he needs to not let the pain train happen. Riccone on the lag situation here.
Time for the physical.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Nice. Okay, he does need to be careful with what he's doing. Okay, so Riccone could definitely go in for some air grabs here, and oh, the pain train is just gonna keep going. He needs to be careful about his positioning, because the pain train don't stop for anybody. Ooh. Now, when Riccone listed out his own weaknesses, Almighty Assassin was listening. He listened to Riccone saying that he mashes a lot, and there he goes again. Is Riccone sandbagging at this point? I don't think so, but I also think that Almighty Assassin is just wrecking with his pain train. Almost on a perfect here, and let's see if he can keep this going. Okay, so Riccone gets a hit in. He does have 3 bars, probably going to go on 4 after this combo is done. Ooh, tried to go in for some sort of reset, and ooh! The counter to counter super grabs. That is stuff that you only see in this tournament, and let's see what's going to happen here. He does need to be very careful. Their movement is very much similar, so he does need to be very careful with what his positioning on his normals is. And oh, what a shame. The Black Egrets is going to come out, but Big Band is definitely going to get here. Ooh, but the push block is not going to allow him to get anything with that one. And it looks like his assist usage is probably going to save him, if anything. Sybil Rick Oni needs to be very careful, and hey, he gets a hit in, and let's see what's going to happen here. There we go, a huge chunk of health getting out, and he needs to be very careful with what he's doing. Ooh, gets a tight knuckle to the gut, and he just needs to kill this pain wheel. The pain wheel is causing him the most trouble, and looks like he gets an air grab bag, and it looks like Rick Oni is now... Ooh, he feels cocky, Rick Oni. So it looks like he is just gonna go in for this. Was Rick Oni sandbagging? Ooh, he gets out of the level 3. This is going to do great damage. He's just going to stay him in the corner, and Rick Oni, right now, is just playing him, punching him with 2 trains of punches. Ooh, that comeback from Rick Oni. This is definitely going to be the highlight of the tournament, if I have anything to say about it right now. Rick Oni with a clutch match. So, let's see if our next match is going to even be more clutch. Well, Dual Maxwell 64. I always have a rule. If I get $5 in donations or more during the week of the tournament, even of the day of the tournament, that money will go to the winner of the tournament. Either given to with Steam Cash, probably by Steam Cash, most likely by Steam Cash, definitely by Steam Cash, and if we can get enough money, like maybe like 20, because I believe Skullgirls is 15, $5 will go to the winner, and then 15 will go to a Skullgirls giveaway. Also, the winner receives being the player of the week on the Steam group. Ooh, it looks like he's just going to keep this up, so he needs to be very careful with what he is doing. Nice! Ooh, that is going to hurt a lot, and he's just going to have to be very careful, and there we go. Nice job! Okay, so Rick Oni is just being very careful with his play, but Almighty Assassin definitely trying to use his pain wheel. He knows that his pain wheel, if he can get the pain train started, he can win this. But Rick Oni is really trying to not let him get this pain train going, and Almighty Assassin's characters are just being chipped away at this point. They are just being chipped at. And not with chip, I mean whittled down. Can he get a hit in here? I feel like Almighty Assassin just needs one hit and he can... Ooh! That was a nice Devil Horns, just to dodge it and just to show off. He could have easily blocked, but he just wanted to show off with a Devil's Horn. And look at that. Oh, that is just the attitude of a person that might have just given up. But he does get a hit in here, so this could be the start of a pain train. Can he do this? It looks like he's going to do this with more damage, and no! It looks like Rick Oni is not going to be burst baited this time. It looks like the same burst bait isn't going to strike twice. So he is going to have to be very careful, and nice hit! Can Almighty Assassin bring this back, or is he going to lose it all in this one? It looks like he's going to run the pain train on perhaps one of the easiest people to run the pain train. Ooh! The air grab! What an insane type! Okay, so he did get bursted back, and he does need to be very careful with what he's doing, and no! He gets a hit in! I'm surprised he didn't go for the medium grab, and oh! That's going to hit both! There goes 2 of Almighty Assassin's characters, but does Almighty Assassin's double stack up to Rick Oni's Big Band and Valentine? It looks like he's just going to go in for pure damage out here, just trying to give it all up, and it looks like that is going to be the end. What a shame for Almighty Assassin. Maybe if he didn't get Happy Birthday, it could have been different. Great match still by Rick Oni and Almighty Assassin. What a clutch match. Alright, so let's see Fruit Snack versus Dawn. Now, Fruit Snack versus Dawn, I am excited for. These are two people that I never expected to be anything when they first joined, and now they are just two amazing players in our catalog of players that do play in this tournament. Alright. So, who do you guys think is going to win here? Your money is on Dawn. I would like to put my money on a new upstart person that has just joined this tournament. I want to see Fruit Snack win this. I want to see what he can do, how he can do it. I want to see Fruit Snack go to the top, and I want to see him take it all. Yeah, Apple Slice, I know to say the name as a whole, but whatevs at that one. It is a good one just to see. And I would like to say, man, I can't wait. Man, I have an idea for people. I have an idea. I want to get more people to co-commentate beyond the regulars. I want to see more people co-commentate. It'll be fun. So it looks like Dawn and oh, almost said the full name. Fruit Snack is just going to zone out each other with a Fuqua. So let's see what's going to happen here. So let's see what happens. Ooh, it looks like Dawn's commitment to play keep away is going to help him out in the end here. So can Fruit Snack do anything here? And oh, he actually dodges the super, and it looks like Fruit Snack, even though he is using two characters, it looks like he's just going to die here if Dawn can get out a really good combo. Ooh, I'm surprised that he didn't let the fireball fully get out. Looks like what can he do here? Ooh, this is going to be very hurtful, and that's going to hurt. The JoJo comes out. And it looks like he is just going to stay away right now. He's just going to be very careful. It looks like Dawn might get in, but no! Fruit Snack trying to still win here. Just trying to play very careful. Ooh, gets a hit in on the big band, but the Napalm Pillar just is not going to allow him to do much. He's going to set up for that Parasol coming in. I'm surprised that he called the motorcycle egret that early. Looks like that's going to be the end there. Now, Fruit Snacks and Dawn's team, I have to say, are very, very, very momentum based. They rely heavily on getting that one hit and then winning off of that one hit. And it seems like in that match, Dawn had that one hit. He got the first hit and then he just glided straight on in for the win. So what I'm hoping for is I hope to see more people. Honestly, I'm excited. I like getting new people in the tournaments. I don't like just getting the same old people again and again, and then you know who's going to win this time. I do like getting the same people, because that gets people attached to the fighters. But I do like getting new people, because that's always fun, and it encourages the Skullgirls community. So great job. Let's see what Fruit Snack can do here. Ooh, the Napalm Pillar. Going to get him into the corner, so this is really good. Ooh! Man, Dawn is just not phased by these cross-ups. Well, not cross-ups, but mix-ups. And it looks like Fruit Snack's Parasol is just going to die here. Wow, great time. No, Soupy Swan, you are allowed to curse. I usually just don't curse. I don't know why. I just don't like it. For me. No, but I'm definitely fine with cursing. I mean, I curse up a storm. Okay, he's going to have to be careful. Oh no, King, they asked that on fanfiction night. Okay, he's going to have to be careful. I use Skype for co-commentating. Nice!
Egrets, stand down.
Player 1 wins.
So it looks like Dawn definitely takes that one. Fruit Snack. Ugh, man, it really was a momentum base with those two teams. Yeesh. That's why I think if anybody's going to go up against Dawn, they need to go for an anti-momentum team. Alright, so the next one is the semifinals. So let's see what's going to happen here with the semifinals. This is Rick Oni and Dawn 111. Now this is the semifinals for the winners. So let's see what's going to happen here. So Rick Oni versus Dawn 111. And let's go in. Now I believe Rick Oni still kept his kind of trollish name of Sybil. Yes, an anti-momentum team. Like Peacock and Big Band. I believe is anti-momentum. Winners, finals, and semifinals are 3 out of 5. Okay, so we got the Rick Oni in, and who is our other person? It is Dawn. So let's get him in. By anti-momentum, I do think that Peacock could definitely help. The way I do commentating is I get people to email me something showing their commentary skill style, or maybe just something about themselves, so I know how they commentate. Because look, honestly, I don't want to just. I don't want to get a commentation where everybody is arguing over a fact, or they talk about their personal lives in the commentary, or, you know, they just talk about something off topic, or, you know, they just talk about themselves, or, you know, they sound they sound like that. Honestly, I mean, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I just like more focused commentary when the match starts like this. Okay, so it looks like it's Dawn versus Sybil, and Sybil is just going to get the hit here, and it looks like he is just going to break Dawn's momentum. He's not letting Dawn get that momentum with his Fuqua, and he's just going to go in for a burst bait. No, I'm surprised that he doesn't go for a burst bait. I was wondering what he was doing with that big band. It doesn't really do much at the end of the combo right there, except for stack on a little bit of extra damage. And nice, he gets a hit in on the big band. Can he go for the jump loop? Looks like he's going to go for the jump loop. What is he going to do here? Is he going to go for a burst bait? No, he's not going to go for a burst bait. He's just going to go straight on in, see how much damage he can get on this big band, trying to kill him. Does he have the OTG? No, he does not have the OTG. Can he do anything here? And yes, he can. He does kill the big band, which is great. So he is just killing Fuqua's momentum here. If Fuqua can get a hit here, I believe that Dawn can build enough momentum to run that Fuqua train, and it looks like he does get a hit here. Can he build that Fuqua train right here? It looks like what's going to happen here, and this is going to hurt a lot. He's going to have to be careful with what he is doing right now, and it's going to be push blocks, which is great right now. And it looks like he's just going to do some fantastical damage. Nice job. Oh, goes in for a crouching medium kick, but gets punished there. And it looks like that is going to be end for Fuqua there. Can Rick Oni continue wrecking? So let's hope that Dawn's Parasol can give us a little bit more of a hyper match here. And nice. Okay, he's going to have to be careful. Okay, he's going to have to be very careful, and looks like he's going to die on this one. Definitely going to die. Ooh, very close to dying at least. But he does have his level 3. It looks like he is going to do a lot of damage on that Valentine, killing it. And then he's just going to die. But we have to admit, at the end, at least he got one character. So, Dawn has another match to rethink her strategy. I don't think that she's going to switch up her team, but I do think that she could rethink her strategy for a second here and think, how can he fix what seems like it's going to be broken with with Rick Oni's amazing rushdown. In my perspective, I think that he might want to go parasol on point. Dawn is a guy, but I am using some female pronouns accidentally just because of the name of the profile name. Whoops. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like Dawn is just going to have to be very careful right here. And hello, edible glass. So let's see what's going to happen here. And he's just going to have to be careful. So let's see if he can't charge up some poisons. Ooh, he's just going to play very careful under those fireballs. It looks like Dawn has figured out how he can keep away from this Valentine. He is just planning on keeping away here, playing very, very smart. But let's look at Dawn's big band. Very low health. Not going to be able to use that big band all too much. If he does, yes he does. Going to stab him out. Dawn is just going to have to rethink her assist strategy, because it looks like it is just not going to work here. Ooh, gets a hit on the Valentine. I'm surprised that he just went in for that instead of trying to go in for something else. But it looks like, oh wow, you know what? It looks like we are back to starting one. So let's see what's going to happen here. And it looks like he's going to do some great damage. Going to kill here, not even needing a super. Probably going to go in for some sort of reset with Diamond Drop. Yes, he tries to, but ooh, he jumps out of it and he keeps going. And ooh, he actually misses up his his mix-up. But his just insane rush down and a grab right there. But accidentally his tier messes up his combo, and it looks like he is just going to do some great damage right here, but he is just going to get the taunt out. He doesn't want to waste a level 3 on this Parasol. He knows that he needs meter to kill the other big band, and he knows that he needs the meter, at least maybe 2 supers to kill this Parasol. Looks like he's going to JoJo this one. Great job. Now he has enough meter that if he spams out both of his supers at the correct time, he can kill both. Looks like he was trying to look for that correct timing, and luckily enough for him, he did not get punished on that super, and it looks like he's going to kill him. So this is a very intense match right here. The big band wins this one, and it looks like he's just, oh, he messes up on his super, and ouch, this is just going to be terrible. Rick Oni accidentally not getting his inputs in for his super after the light brass knuckles. What a shame. That sucks. Youch. But in our positives, that's even better, because now we get even more hype matches. Okay, so now, what do you guys think we're going to get here? It was a very close match, Ricconi. There's no reason to be ashamed about this one. I know that you aren't ashamed, but there's no reason to be ashamed about this one. This was amazing. So let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like Ricconi is still trying to play that extreme rush down to force Dawn's momentum to be broken, but Dawn is trying to play more smart, trying to wait for the rush down and punish it at the correct times, and it looks like this is just going to work for Dawn. But he messes up his combos, and it looks like Rick Oni is just going to get in a little bit of damage here. It is Valentine. He doesn't get insane damage, but he is DHCing, so he doesn't force his Valentine to be in a very risky situation. Funnily enough, even after both of those supers are used, Dawn's Fukua is about the same life as his Valentine. Ooh, that is going to hurt, so let's see what's going to happen here, and he's just going to have to be careful. Nice, he gets the supersonic, but he does get grabbed. If you did not know, you can grab Big Band out of that. You can even sweep him out of that. It's not that great if you know when it's coming. Ouch, this is going to hurt, and let's see what's going to happen, and nice job. It is just going to be very, very hard, and it looks like he gets the Diamond Reflector as a bit of a taunt. Rick Oni is feeling very confident in his playstyle right here, and oh, he gets hit by both! Both characters are hit, but he does not get anything off of that, and it looks like he's just going to get a little bit of punish right there, but nothing comes out of it. And nice, he gets hit. He gets both characters again, but ooh, leaving that Cerebella alone. The Cerebella mashes out another Diamond DiGiorno's, and it looks like a level 3 from Big Band is just going to end this out. It looks like Big Band's words are the same as Rick Oni's feelings for Dawn. Alright, so can Dawn win 2 matches in a row to win out this tournament? Can Dawn win 2 matches in a row? This is the difficult situation. This is the difficult answer to him. He needs to think about what he's doing right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
And let's see if he is thinking a little bit more here. His gameplay style of playing safe and then going in is definitely working out for him, as he is showing right now. It is working out, but he is dropping his combos, which is a shame for him. It looks like he gets a reset right here. He's just going to have to be very careful. And ooh, the Napalm Pillar punish! As you see that Rick Oni was trying to actually go in for a jumping grab, but it looks like he gets sweep right there, and this is just going to be very hurtful to Rick Oni's playstyle right here. He's just going to have to be very careful, and it looks like Dawn is really just trying to play this. He's just trying to be very, very cautious. It looks like this is going to happen, and he's just going to have to be very careful with what he is doing right now, and this is going to hurt. Gets him on the back end of the Diamond DiGiorno. Is not going to get too much after it, so let's see what happens. He's getting the sweeps, which is really good. It's going to have to be very careful. Oh, this is going to be very, very difficult for him. He's going to have to be very careful. Nice! This is going to be very hurtful, and oh, he's just going to... Ouch. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here, and he's just going to have to be very careful with what he is doing. And he's just going to be keeping away right now, which is great for him. Hopefully he can... I'm feeling like Dawn is going to get impatient at a point, which is not a good idea for him to get impatient. It looks like his keep away style is going to work right here, but he can't throw out that big band anymore. That cannot happen. Oh, it looks like he's going to get hit here, and Rick Oni really wants to kill him. Trying to go in for the chip, and no, he does not get it. Rick Oni, in his confidence, loses. It was Rick Oni's hubris that led to his downfall. What a shame in that match. But it looks like we get our hype 5th match. So, who do you guys think is going to win? This is a very, very close matchup. Who do you guys think is going to win? Is there any professional opinions in this crowd? I feel if Dawn can stick to his game plan of patience and punishing,
This may sting.
I think he can win, because that's whenever he wins, he sticks to that game plan. But if I think Rick Oni can counter Dawn's momentum-based gameplay, I think that he could definitely win here. So in all, I think that they both have a really big chance. I'm not putting money on either one because this is just too close to count. He is upping the dose, and it looks like he's going to get hit on Valentine. Ooh, this is a really big shame, and he actually got a little bit of damage on that Cerebella. Probably not going to snap in. He really wants to kill this Valentine, and this is actually going to be very intense. They're just dancing around each other in the corner. It looks like he gets his poison out. He really wants this Fukua dead. It looks like the Fukua is going to die. He knows that this Fukua is his problem. He doesn't want him anymore. Dawn still wants him, but it looks like he can't have Fukua. Oh, he pulls out the Eager Charge. I'm surprised that Valentine wasn't guarding that Eager Charge. Betting that he was guarding the Big Band Charge though. So he has to be very careful, and it looks like this is going to hurt a lot, and I believe he's going to go in for a... No, he's just going to go in for death. I'm betting you anything, he's not going to go for any sort of resets here. It's just going to go straight death. And it looks like he is going for straight death. And the next hit will win Rick Oni the game. He just needs to get one hit into a combo, and it is over. There we go. Can Rick Oni keep his combos up? Can he do this? For all the people in the world. Oh, he looks like he dropped his combo. Can Dawn do something? It looks like he was actually spacing out a little bit there. He knew that he was going to mash out something in the end. Oh, he was just dancing around him. Can Dawn win this? Can he do this? He needs to be very careful with his mash. He needs to be very careful because Cerebella and Big Band are very mashable characters. Looks like this is the end, and he even punches out a diamond. What a shame.
All right, show's over.
It is the commentator's curse, King Zora. It looks like that is the end of our winners brackets. Rick Oni and Dawn. What an insane match between the two. So it looks like Rick Oni does not need to worry anymore, but the only thing that he needs to worry about is losing steam. He needs to keep himself a little bit occupied. He needs to watch this stream, keep himself focused, needs to monitor these matches. So it looks like it's Soupy Swan who is taking my place against King Zora. So who do you guys think is going to win here? I'm definitely going to put my money on the Soup. My money is on Soup. So let's see who really wins out here. Vegeta is awesome, Rick Oni. I can't wait to see Battle of the Gods 2, where Vegeta is the main character. Honestly, he should have been the one to beat Cell. I mean, he should have went Super Saiyan 2 at Trunks dying and then beat Cell. I mean, imagine that. Wouldn't that have been so much better than Gohan just going like, oh, my dad's with me now, and then let me do this Kamehameha, which I could have done like hours ago.
Kill. On guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Up you go.
It looks like he's going to keep this up. And he's just going to keep this going, and he has to be very careful. Still could do something here, but it looks like Soupy Swan playing a solo parasol. He's just going to dance around. He knows that he might be winning this.
Roll out. No mercy.
Okay, he needs to be very careful with what he is doing. Okay, he is just playing with him. Soupy Swan knows that he can win this. Nice! Hopefully he can keep this up. And And it looks like Soupy Swan definitely takes this one. And I am going to respond to the chat, and I'm going to say, Rick Oni, I never, ever, ever liked Gohan. Ever. I felt like he was just a crybaby. The only Gohan iteration I do like is the ones that he's an adult. Yes, even the one where he is Saberman. I mean, come on, if you were a teenager and you had awesome power and you knew of superheroes and comic books, I'm pretty sure you would do something like that. Either that, or if you're a really messed up teenager, then maybe super villain would be the better term. But still, I only really like Gohan when Gohan is in adult form. Any other form, hate him.
You poor girl. I never authorized this.
Okay, let's see what's going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Okay, so it looks like Super Swan is just going to space him out. He is just going to make Sybil feel bad about himself, and he is just going to punish him for everything. Super Swan really wants this perfect, but now that he doesn't have it, he's probably going to go in a lot more. Ooh, Sybil, why did he go for the grab? It looks like he might just give up at this point, but let's hope that he doesn't. Is Sybil sandbagging? Probably not. He's probably still trying. As you saw that he actually went for a jumping light punch there. Surprising that he went for a jumping light punch instead of a jumping light kick. This looks like it's going to be the end, and what a shame.
You pose no.
After the hype of the winner semis, I'm surprised at this at the lack of hype in this match. So it looks like the next one is a Kind Hobo versus Soupy Swan. My money? Soupy Swan. And yes, Ricconi, I do admit that Great Saberman is actually pretty awesome. Just because it's probably the most relatable thing that he's done. Okay. So, what do you guys think is going to happen here? Do you think Kind Hobo will win a match? Do you think he's going to win all the matches? Do you think Soupy Swan will win a match? Or do you think he's going to make all the matches? It looks like Soupy Swan is very confident in himself for actually winning all the way to the grand finals. Collision! Ooh. You guys think it's going to happen here? I'm putting my money on Soupy Swan, probably. Okay, so Kind Hobo, Soupy Swan. What can a Kind Hobo do to counter Soupy Swan's more tactical approach? In all honesty, whenever I go against Soupy Swan, I think if you get Soupy Swan in a rut, it's very hard for him to get out of that rut. He needs that momentum, I feel, but he is a very tactical mind. He is a very, very tactical mind. So, I think the Kind Hobo is going to need to be random. He needs to play noobish. He needs to make it so then Soupy Swan cannot play the mind games that he so loves playing. Because that is the one thing I always see Soupy Swan do, and that is play mind games. It looks like he is just trying to get to know a Kind Hobo. He's trying to feel out a Kind Hobo's mind. He needs to know his cranium space, but it looks like he hasn't fully understood a Kind Hobo at this one, because he did not get that reset right there. Ooh, a little bit of a miscalculation on the range for a Kind Hobo. Probably should have went into a battle opera. Nice, he does get the hit, and he actually a little bit styles with the cancel, and he's just going to keep this up, and let's see what's going to happen here. And nice grab, he's just going to keep this going. Wow, look at this combo. Let's see what happens here. Is he going to go in for a reset? No, he actually goes in for 2 charge cancels, which is very strange for this Squiggly to do. He's got to have to watch out in the air because Soupy Swan is just going to go in for those air grabs. Is he going to go right above him? Yes, he is going to go right above him, and he actually gets both characters. Let's see what he can do here. He is just going to continue comboing out both of these characters. Now, his parasol is extremely low. He needs to be very careful with what he is doing, and this is going to hurt a lot. Let's see what's going to happen here, and ooh, this is just going to be very damaging in this combo, and it looks like the pain train has started, and it looks like this is going to kill. But a Kind Hobo does have 3 bars, and if he can kill this pain wheel fast, he won't have to worry about parasol all too much. So Kind Hobo needs to be very, very careful with his tactical mind. As you see, Soupy Swan, at any chance that he can possibly do it, he is covering his assist. He knows the risk that he is taking by putting out that assist, and he is trying to cover it as much as possible. Goes into the burst bait. Nice level 3 by him. Really smart choice of using that level 3. Definitely guarding it. He's going to have to be careful about the opening of after Eager Charge, and it looks like he gets hit. What a shame.
A pathetic imposter.
That's a wrap.
What a shame. Okay, so can Soupy Swan win again? He needs to win one more time here. I feel like a Kind Hobo did pretty darn good in that one. He needs to play a little bit better, and I think that he can win this one. I don't think that Soupy Swan has fully figured out a Kind Hobo's mindset, so he can't play the 2 full mind games right now. But he does need to be very careful in his choice of how he approaches this next match. Ooh, tries to combo off of that. That would have been very insane if he did get the combo there. Nice using the Eager card, trying to get through. Looks like he's just going to get through, and ooh, what was he doing there? I think that he thought that Soupy Swan was going for a jump the heavy punch. Looks like he's going to get some great damage. Actually gets a reset in the middle of it, and he's just going to combo out here. Will he just kill? Yes, he is going to kill. Parasol's great damage. And a great normal range is just insane. And it looks like he's just going to do some more insane damage right now. And it looks like he is going to go for the same exact combo. Ooh, actually goes in for the switch out. And it looks like this is going to hit. Going to get him into a little bit of combo, but he needs to watch out for the burst. And ooh, he actually drops his combo. And now Soupy Swan is going to run this pain train if he can. Gets the grab, going to run the pain train, going to show off his pain wheel skills, probably going to do super into Parasol. Let's see what happens here. No, he just leaves it out to pain wheel. It looks like he is very happy with the way he played. Nice match by Soupy Swan. So it looks like our next match is Rex versus Smashing Crash. So let's see what's going on in here. Can Rex win versus Smashing Crash? Smashing Crash, I think, is a very diverse type of skill range. I can definitely see Smashing Crash winning out in this one. And you must excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get a drink. My throat is very sore from this commentating. Let me get one drink, and I will be back in soon. I'm putting my money, for the record, on Smashing Crash. Let's see what's going on in this match. Who do you guys going to put your money on? So it looks like I came at right at the end of that. So it looks like Smash and Crash wins that one. And it looks like my prediction was correct with the Smash and Crash win. So let's see what's going to happen here. Whew, I really need that glass of water. Very, very, very sore throat. Okay, so who do you guys think is going to win here? I still think it's going to be Smash and Crash's game. I just don't see Rex winning this one. No offense to Rex. No offense to Rex. I do feel like Rex can be a great player. Everybody can be an amazing player at a certain. They all just need to be at that level of skill, and they need to work on their game plan. And right now, it just seems like Rex doesn't have that game plan shortly figured out. He doesn't know what character he wants to main, and it's great that he is working on that character, but he needs to figure out his game plan. He needs to figure out combos, and then he needs to figure out a game plan for a way to incorporate those combos. Because it seems like right now his game plan is wait for getting enough meter and then use super. So he needs to be very careful with what he's doing. A nice little hit right there. So let's see what's going to happen here. And ooh, this is going to do some great damage. Nice on the watch your feet. Okay, this is going to do some great damage, and this is probably going to be the end out here. So Smash and Crash just needs at least one hit. From medium to heavy hit, and looks like I got it right from a medium to heavy hit. So let's, and that is just going to be the end. Smash and Crash with the disrespect at the end of the match. What a shame for Rex. It looks like Rex just got wrecked. So now our next match is Almighty Assassin versus Soupy Swan. Now this is a match I wanted to see. Now we all remember the extremely close match that Almighty and Rick Oni had. Can Almighty cause an upset in this matchup? Now, personally, in this matchup, they both have amazing pain wheels, so it really does come down to who can run the pain train first. That is the real question. Now, Soupy Swan's more analytical mind with keeping away is probably going to help him out in this matchup, but I believe that Almighty Assassin's more of a daring attitude with his pain wheel, more of a dare. Not a daring attitude as in he'll go in all cocky like. No, a daring attitude as in he'll dare you to hit him. He'll dare you to hit him. He'll put him just in arm's reach, and he'll dare you to hit him, but then he will come down like a thunder and start up that pain train. So who do you guys think is going to win here? Okay, so it really does come down to the pain train, so let's see. Alright, so let's see what this match, and it looks like Soupy Swan is running the pain train, which is a real shame for Almighty Assassin. Looks like that's out. So Almighty Assassin gets a fresh start on this match. Oof, but it looks like the pain train just don't stop. And let's see what's going to happen here. He needs to be very careful with what he is doing. It looks like this is just going to hurt a lot. Ooh, the damage is insane with this one. Okay, so he does need to be a little bit more careful, and it looks like that's what Mighty Assassin's trying to do. He's trying to be playing careful. He's trying to catch this character off guard. Now he does switch into Parasol, trying to more lock him down from a keep away standpoint, and Almighty does not like being locked down, and it looks like he is just going to rush in, get the hit. Nice Seracopter choice. Okay, now he is wow, I am surprised that he went for Marigorilla, especially at that space. Okay, so it looks like he is just going to get the ground bounce combo off, and this looks like it is just going to do some insane damage, and if he can get one more hit, it's going to die. But he does get the Diamond is Forever. What can he do now? Kind of a desperation move. What a shame. Very close though. Almost made a comeback there. What a shame. It really just comes down to who can get the pain train off first. So if Almighty Assassin can get the first hit with Pain Wheel on 2 matches in a row, I think that he could definitely win. So he just needs to get hit. He just needs to get the first hit this match and the next match, and Almighty Assassin is practically guaranteed the win. He just needs to keep his pain train. It looks like they are just going to take to the skies, and they are just going to be playing around each other. They are just going to dance around each other. This is what the true Pain Whale game is about. It's about dancing around each other, and wow, what a snap. I am surprised that Almighty Assassin, I'm guessing, got very anxious. He does get the burst out, but it looks like that my prediction is true. One hit leads into the pain train, and this is just going to be a huge shame for both players. And it looks like he gets a hit with the Diamond DiGiorno's mashed out. This is delicious. Okay, so he needs to be very careful. I'm surprised that Almighty Assassin doesn't run up there, go for an air grab bag. He goes for the chin up. I'm still surprised that he goes. Whoa! What was with the Seracopter? Ugh, he accidentally. I don't know if that was an accident or not, but I do know. Not the best of choices. Looks like he gets that Seracopter out, and looks like he gets the hit, but he doesn't convert it off of anything, which is a shame. So he really needs to play careful with these characters, and looks like he's going to get something here. Puts him into the corner, and ouch, the sniper shot. Now, ooh, can he get something here? Almighty Assassin has 1 hit left on his pain wheel, and it looks like he knows that, and he is just going to switch out. A very safe switch for him, which is very good for him. He has him into the corner. He knows what he wanted to do. He tried to go for a reset, but that napalm pillar really hurt him. He goes for the Diamond DiGiorno's. I'm surprised that he did not combo out of that because he did have the OTG and it was in the corner. He's probably trying to play unpredictable, which is really working to the advantage here because Soupy Swan just does not know what to think about this. He's thinking that all this is an accident and it probably is intentional. This is going to hurt. Okay, it's wasting time on the level 2, which is good. I'm surprised we didn't get to see a Diamond Reflector right now. Diamond Reflector? No, no Diamond Reflectors right now. He's just going to do a little bit of chip damage on this Arabella, and looks like he gets both characters in this one. Can he get the Titan Knuckle? No, I'm surprised that he's not going for extra damage at the end of these Diamond Dynamos. I'm very surprised that he's just not going for extra damage after these things, but it just adds to the charm of being random here, because this is working. And it looks like Almighty Assassin wins this one. He's excited. He uses Devil Horns at the end as a little bit of a taunt. And it looks like my idea of keeping it random, don't let Soupy Swan get in your head, is working out. One match will decide this. Will Soupy Swan's prediction of him getting to the grand finals lose out at the end? Well, if you didn't know now, Ragoni, then he definitely knows now that you can Diamond Reflector the Bike Super. The Egret Charge, and it looks like he gets a hit, so the Pain Train is going to start. As you see, Almighty Assassin turned into 2 characters. It looks like he did not believe that his Parasol was helping out his game at all, and it looks like he just wants more damage, more vitality. He just wants to survive a little bit more with the characters that he feels he's going to win most with. As you see, he's actually playing a little bit under Soupy Swan. He wants to be a little bit of an underdog with this, making so Soupy Swan has to maneuver around him, and he doesn't need to maneuver around Soupy Swan, so he's playing under the Soupy Swan, and great hit, going to go into a little bit of a Pain Train, and looks like Soupy Swan mashes out. He needs to get out that Pain Wheel, because their teams are very reliant on the Pain Train. Nice snap in, so it looks like this is a battle to see which Pain Wheel is going to keep their assist. So he needs to know. So this is a very, very, very risky time for both players. If either of their characters die, their Pain Wheel loses an amazing assist. This is very bad if either character dies for either player. Surprised that he went for the spin to win instead of the diamond drop, but he probably wasn't confident that Soupy Swan will fall for something like that. And it looks like Almighty Assassin has lost his assist, but does it really matter if Soupy Swan is going to allow him to run the Pain Train? I think it won't really matter that he lost the Cerebella assist. He just needs to be able to run the Pain Train to do anything here. Ooh, this might be a very bad idea, or it might have been an amazing idea, but it looks like he's going to get hit here. This is going to probably be the end, especially with a level 2 a buffed up Pain Wheel, and especially if you do get burst baited. What an amazing end. It really just came down to the Pain Train. Alright, so that is the end between those matches. And a very exciting match. Wait, what? No. What? That, huh? Alright. Let's see if we can get fruit. Let's see if Fruit Snacks' decision to leave the tournament is going to stay final. Alright, it looks like he does want to come in. So we got Fruit Snack versus Smash and Crash. So who do you guys think is going to win here? I definitely am going to be putting my money on Smash and Crash. Looks like I need to re-invite Smash and Crash. Looks like Smash and Crash is telling us to hold on. I would have guessed that Skullgirls crashed. It's alright. Just start up Skullgirls again and I'll invite you. Alright. So we got Smash and Crash in here. I'm definitely putting my money on Fruit Snacks. Alright. My voice is finally as clear as, our oceans and rivers. Oh. I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen,
as
it's
the ocean water.
showtime.
Okay, so let's see what's got. Oh my lord. My eyes. What in the world happened there? Oh. It looks like Skullgirls just wanted to go into a rave for the last few seconds. Yes, Dom, but it all matters about the timing of the DC. If it's in the middle of the match, then the other player can definitely decide if they won that round or not. If it's, like, literally right at the beginning, then really doesn't count. It's just a regular DC. An accidental one, of sure. Middle or end of the match, definitely a DC. That the other player can pick if they win or lose that match. So, I'm definitely putting my money on Fruit Snack. Who are you guys going to put your money on? I'm guessing it's also Fruit Snack.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Ooh! Right off the start with a super. I'm very surprised. He's just trying to hurry this match along. Ooh, with the swagadagadoo with those double jump combos. So let's see what happens. But just wait until the next tournament's addition. Okay, so let's see what's going on here, and it looks like it's going to be... Oh! He actually jumps out of that. Smash and Crash, not doing too well, but at least Smash and Crash can say, hey, I didn't get perfected. A nice match. You know, Fugua just playing a really hard game right there. Just a very momentum-based team. Fruit Snack plays here. Loser semis are 2 out of 3. Loser semis are 2 out of 3. Don't worry about that. Semis in all categories are 2 out of 3. And finals in all categories are also... I mean, not 2 out of 3. Not 2 out of... Yeah, no. Sorry. Semis in all categories are 3 out of 5. It's the same as finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
And the rules on switching characters are, I'm just going to put it back to tournament, I'm just going to staple it at tournament rules. If you win, you can't switch your characters. If you lose, you can switch your characters. I'll just put it to tournament rules, and then it's a little bit fairer. Because I accidentally didn't follow a couple of them, and that led to some confusion. But don't worry, it's a little bit more clear this time. Okay, let's see what happens here, and ooh, that is going to hurt. Smash and Crash might get perfected this time. No perfection for Fruit Snack. What a shame. Fruit Snack is probably a little bit angry right now, and I'm surprised that he's actually doing a little bit of the keep away. Actually, see that the battle opera actually kind of stalled out the projectile super. If you could tell a little bit, there was a little bit of a stall in between it going through it. Nice hit, probably going to lead into death here. Can he swag it out here for us? Nope.
Player 2 wins.
Looks like he really just takes it out. Looks like he really just takes out the trash in that one. What a shame. So, Fruit Snacks is up next against Soupy Swan. Now, I know this is a match that a lot of people were hoping to see very early on. So, who do you guys think is going to win in this one? Soupy Swan, or do you think that Fruit Snacks might take it away from Soupy? My money is on Smash and Crash J Steel 2014. I don't know who J Steel is, Scarman. I mean, look at my name. I'm Funky Hellboy. Who is this J Steel person? Alright, so can Soupy Swan get in here? Soupy? Soupy? Where are you? Come on, Soupy. We're all waiting for you. So, it looks like a lot of people are saying that Soupy's got this. But Soupy Swan is also saying that he's a little bit uncomfortable with this matchup. He's saying that he's not fully confident in this matchup, and he... let me see on our brackets. This is... This is 2 out of 3. This is not the loser's semis right now. So it is still 2 out of 3. Well, cause and effect, if you don't know, you wave dash by pressing 2 punch buttons and then you press down. I mean, that's how I wave dash. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen here, and I am believing... Ooh! Ooh! Soupy Swan saying that he has the alcohol claws on him. So let's see what's going to happen here. Do you guys believe that... Are you guys believing in the soup, or are you believing in the snack? It just depends on the momentum for both of these characters, and it looks like Soupy Swan's got that momentum right now. So I'm definitely saying that Soupy Swan's going to win this round. He's going to have to be careful, and he's definitely going to have to watch out. And it looks like he's just going to have to keep away right now, and ooh, nice hit! Soupy Swan's just going to have to keep up his pain train. It looks like he has his pain train started. This is going to hurt a lot, and he just needs to keep this up, and ooh, to get ready, ooh, goes through. Pain Wheel Super, never knew that. This is probably going to hurt a lot, and this is going to be in the corner. This is going to kill the Pain Wheel, which is going to be a huge deficit for Soupy Swan. But if you don't know Soupy Swan, his main girl is always the Parasol. But it looks like the Parasol is not going to do too much if this double has her way. Looks like it's just going to be double E. It looks like Double is just going to be using that assist, even though it probably isn't the safest time to use it, especially with that health. But it looks like this is just going to be the end here. Ooh! Ooh, the cat heads come out, so... Oh, he's just going to go into level 3. He just wants to run out that cat head time, and he just wants to get us set up for a little bit of a cross-up. And what is he going to do here? He is trying to kill that Fuqua as an assist, but he is just not going to get anything. And, ooh, the Fuqua's assist... Just stabbing them with 2 Philias.
That's a wrap.
Nice job. By 2 Philias, I mean Fuqua as a Philia and Double using a Philia type move. So, 2 failures. So it looks like I was completely wrong about that one. It looks like Fruit Snacks definitely takes it up. So, can Fruit Snacks win one more time, or will Soupy Swan sober up and win this one? Now, I'm definitely going to put faith in Soupy that he can do this, but I've always said, since I've seen Fruit Snacks, that I want to see Fruit Snacks win. I don't want the same people winning. I want to see new people. I want to see exciting people. So let's see if Fruit Snacks can show us this excitement, this amazement of a new person just joining the tournament for the first time and winning it all. Looks like he's going to, if Soupy Swan actually picks his main team for once in this tournament. So this is very strange for Soupy Swan, picking his main team, not sticking. He does not have faith in just having his Parasol and Pinwheel, but it looks like this is just a very bad situation for Soupy Swan. He lets the Filia die very early on, doesn't get too much hits on the Fukua, but I have to say, hey Soupy Swan, play patient. But it looks like he got that Pain Train in here. You're not going to be able to kill this Fukua without some sort of super. Maybe you're going to go into a level 3. No, you're not. I'm surprised you didn't go into a DHC there. Definitely trying to save up that meter for the double. Not going to get hits on your Pain Wheel, which is good. You're just going to have to be careful, and this is going to hurt a lot. Nice. He's definitely going to have to be careful, and there we go. Snaps him out. He does not want this Fukua winning. He does not want this Fukua in because Fukua is his main problem, and looks like he hits him again, and this is just going to do some insane damage right now. Looks like this is just going to keep going, and he's going to jump and block correctly the Republican car. So let's see what's going on here, and it looks like he's going to run his Pain Train. Soupy Swan is angry, and you can't stop the Pain Train when it starts. Looks like he just gets a ground grab, and he is proud of himself, but it looks like Soupy Swan's own hubris of grabbing him away from the corner is just going to hurt his game plan. I'm surprised he went for the Death Crawl. He was probably trying to go for some sort of chip, hitting the Death Call, going into an eager charge, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, Soupy Swan wins. He is going to be sticking with his main team, but is Fruit Snack going to switch up his? One win will decide this matchup. One win decides everything. Hey, Kyle Lugan, what's going on? Soupy Swan is me, just so you know, Kyle. Alright, so let's see if Soupy Swan can make his Filia a little bit better in this one, because honestly, the Filia didn't do all too well. Except for build a little bit of bar. Okay, he's just going to be careful with his Filia. He has to approach safely, especially against the Fukua. I believe a Filia-Fukua matchup is in a little bit of Filia's favor, just because of her amazing rushdown. But let's see what's going on here. He tries to go for a burst bait, but doesn't really get anything off of that. But both characters are hit in this one. This is looking very, very bad. But he drops his combo. Soupy Swan gets hit. This is terrible for Soupy. Very, very bad assist usage by Soupy Swan in this one, and this is just going to look horrible on Soupy Swan's resume if this is sent to one of his bosses, and it looks like this is just terrible. Terrible match right now. Fruit Snacks is just taking this by storm. Looks like is just done with this. Well, well, well. What an upset to everybody's idea of who was going to win. So now we have Fruit Snacks versus Dawn 111. Now, who do you guys think is going to win here? Dawn or Fruit Snacks? I think if Fruit Snacks can break Dawn's style of just Dawn's style of the complete momentum, I think that he can win. Oh no, no, Fruit Snack, you're up. Okay, guys, it is losers semis. This means it is a 3 out of 5. As suggested, Kaio, Soupy Swan is playing as me. Well, not as suggested, as told. Soupy Swan is playing as me right now. Yes, he did. Take my place.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's...
Alright, so this is a battle of Afukuas. They have pretty similar teams, except for Big Band and Double Assist, which are both extremely good. Honestly, I think Big Band's is a little bit better, but Double Assist is also really good. So this really comes down to who has the better Fukua. It looks like Don, the keyboard warrior, is showing off his Fukua skill. Can he win, though? Is the question. Oh, this is going to hurt. What can he do here? This is going to be very damaging to him. Nice. Ooh, that is going to hurt. Okay, so can Fruit Snap bring it back? I think that he can. Surprised that he went for the incoming and then did nothing. That might have been his game plan of just trying to phase him out, trying to make him seem like he's doing really nothing right now. Ooh, the eager charge, the desperation super. Probably going to die at this one, but no, he actually does something bad right here, and it looks like he is going to actually not win at still. Hit from both sides from some automobile.
That's a wrap.
So, Dawn wins that first match. They still got at least 2 more if Dawn wins 2 more times. Fruit Snack is admitting that this is a very laggy match for him. I wouldn't doubt it because he is at 124 MS.
This is true love we're making. Action.
Okay, so what can he do here? He needs to be very careful with what he's doing. And this is probably going to hurt a lot, so he just needs to watch out. And, ooh. Dawn is getting off the initial damage. And, you know, Fruit Snacks is not breaking the momentum, which he needs to do if he wants to win this. He needs to break momentum of Dawn. Am I going to Evo? If you guys want to fundraise me to go to Evo, then I would definitely go to Evo, but I just don't have the money to do that. But if you want to fundraise it, then do it all by all means. Oh, that is going to do some great damage, and he is just going to keep this up, and that looks like that is the end of Fruit Snacks. Fukua, at least. Okay, it looks like he is just going to continue doing this, and he is just going to have to watch out very, very, very hard right now. Nice! Dawn gets a hit. He's probably going to end out this Parasol now. So it all comes down to Fruit Snacks' double. Can this Fruit Snacks do this? Can Fruit Snacks win? That is the true question here, and ooh, that is just going to do some great damage. Nice! Getting both characters! Is he going to go for a double snapback, or is he just going to go for a win? Oh, he's going to go for the double snapback. Could this actually be the fall of Fruit Snacks? If he gets hit once, it's over. At least if Dawn can get a level 5 or something and combo really well with the level 5. But it looks like Fruit Snacks actually might have this one. If he does this correctly, let's see what's happening. He needs to be very careful with what he's doing. Oh, he's got the hit. There we go. This is the end. Oh, he's got to be very careful. And ooh, just a gunshot to the head will end out the match. How appropriate. So now both have one win in their arsenal. Arsenal. You can hit a shadow, Kyle. You just punch the ground that the shadow is on. Or the wall. Rigoni is mad. He is very upset. He doesn't know why he didn't Nightmare Legion. Alright, so now it is Dawn versus Fruit Snacks in the second one. The momentum is on Fruit Snacks' side, but it really just comes down to who can get the first hit here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Give me a hit.
Nice! Looks like he's just going to continue this. Dawn is getting the momentum here. Fruit Snacks not really riding on the momentum, but honestly, Fruit Snacks might be just relying on that double. But let's see what happens here. Fruit Snacks Fukua might die. Ooh! Parasol comes out and does nothing. What a shame. What a tease. He needs to be very careful with what he's doing right now, and Fruit Snacks gets the hit. He's probably not going to kill. And it looks like Fukua does get out, and Big Band isn't punished, gets a hit in. This is probably not going to kill Parasol by the end of this. Yep. Okay, he needs to be very careful. He needs to be very careful with what he's doing right now. And can he actually get the hit here? And he's very close. No chip. That was a very, very risky thing. Going for the chip there. Hey, he can punish the Big Band. Is he going to go in for the barrels loop? Is he going to do a barrel roll? No, it does not look like it. It looks like he's just going to go for the double on the burst bait right there. So he needs to be very careful. Can this double take it? Are we going to have double hype? Is double going to show that she is not just an assist character? And it looks like Dawn takes this one. Dawn needs to win one more, and then she'll go on. Well, then he'll go on to the finals. So, guys, Fruit Snacks, the people's champion. Fruit Snacks, the people's champion. You all better give Fruit Snacks that hype. Do I see hype in the chat? Right now, I'm a little bit of ahead of chat, so I don't really see the hype in the chat. So, I guess I'll have to tell you if I see the hype in the chat sooner or later. Alright, let's see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
Oh, he's going to have to be very careful. Fruit Snacks is doing not too well on this one. He does switch up his team to be just a 2-character team. He wants the extra damage, but he's not going to be able to survive if he's going to let this Fuqua train run. He does get hit in, and it looks like he's going to get Dawn into the corner. What a smart move. But, oh, he actually gets a hit on Big Band. Probably not the best tag in, especially because it is Big Band versus Fuqua, and you are just going to let him kill him. And, oh, wow, that doesn't even work. Wow, that was insane. Nice job. And this is just going to kill off Fuqua. Looks like he's just going to continue comboing this Parasol. How insane is this match? Fruit Snacks just doing insane damage right now, but he does get Happy Birthday here. This is very, very close compared to what we're thinking right now, because this is a big band compared to a double. Battle of the assist characters. Let's see who will win in this one. So who do you guys think is going to win here? It's very, very close, and it seems... oh, that Fruit Snacks is going to bring this back.
That's all, folks.
Now, I believe Fruit Snacks needs to win one more. I thought Fruit Snacks needed to win one more. Did he? I guess not. So, let's... Alright, Riccone, obviously paying tribute to me. Obviously paying tribute to me. One of my biggest fans. Let's see who's going to win now. It's Riccone versus Fuqua. I was almost going to say Fuqua Short Team. But Riccone versus Fruit Snacks. Who is going to win in this one? It looks like Fruit Snacks is really in it to win it, as you say, Rex.
I'll cut you down to size.
Target confirmed.
So, can Riccone stack up like K-Stack, or is he going to actually win? But let's see what's actually going to happen here. It looks like Fruit Snacks is going to play a little bit more aggressive. He's trying to break this momentum. He has seen what is going on here. He asked for the stream link. He has seen how Riccone has played, and Riccone has seen how Fruit Snacks plays. So it really just comes down to experience and skill on this one. Oh, this is going to hurt a lot, so let's see what happens. Nice! And he's going to have to be very careful, and oof. Riccone actually taking out one of Fruit Snacks' characters, but Riccone has one of his big band, and it is bleeding really hard. He needs to be very careful with what he's doing right now, and it looks like he is just going to combo him to death. Ooh! Can he kill this Fruit Snacks? No, he drops the combo. What a shame. This is such a turnaround of events, and ooh, the Diamond DiGiorno's mash out. And it looks like this is the end. What a comeback by Riccone.
minutes in the can.
What a comeback by Riccone in the end there. Great match. Fruit Snacks needs to win 3 times and then reset the bracket and win 3 more. Alright, so now... Oh, it looks like Riccone changed his name to my other name, JSteel3. Again, tribute to me. So it seems like Fruit Snacks is definitely going to play a little bit more of a smarter game. He's definitely just going to try and punish Riccone on the incoming, so he's going to have to be careful. Can Fruit Snacks do this? Ooh, there we go.
This is fun.
Nice! Ooh. Sadly, for Fruit Snacks, that does not kill, but he does get Cerebella on the incoming, keeps him into the corner, still kills the Valentine. Ouch! Drops his combo and actually gets Excel Cerebella. He's going to have to be very careful with what he's doing right now. Nice use of the projectile super. Hopefully he can keep this up. He's probably just going to play more smart with his normal play, which is really working out for him. Ooh, but he does get punished by a mashed out Diamond DiGiorno's. It's not Mash, it's DiGiorno's. Ooh, he's going to have to be very careful with what he's doing, and ooh, he actually still gets hit. And this is going to be a very insane match, and ooh, the damage is real. Ouch. Gets a happy birthday at the end there, but oh, he gets the double. And can the double hype be real? Can it be real for real? It definitely seems like it could be real, and it looks like he pulls out the cat heads just to make this a little bit more real of a double hype and give double a little bit more of a chance of coming in. And ooh, what was that grab about? Okay, he's going to get hit here, and looks like it really is if he gets a hit in. Nice gunshot and really bad use of that super, because now Big Bang comes in with 0 meter and Double has 1 bar. Can he win this? Can Double do this? He's going to have to definitely... No! I would have went for the cat heads, but this is still Double hype. So, Riccone with 1 win, and Fruit Snacks with 1 as well. It seems like Fruit Snacks is saying it's really laggy. So let's see what's going to happen here. He's going to have to be very careful, and ooh, gets hit off just the tip of that super. Okay, he's going to have to keep himself very, very calm in this situation. Nice napalm pillar, just going to go in. Nice reset with a cross up. Still trying to go for low resets right there, but it seems like Riccone is not going to be phased by this. So he has to be very careful with what he is doing. Nice with the projectile super, but it only hits Big Band. It doesn't do too much damage on that Big Band as well. And it does get a little bit of a hit, and he is going to kill that Valentine. Valentine, which I think is Riccone's best character. He's definitely going to have to be playing more careful against this Fukua. Nice, and it looks like Fruit Snacks really is in it to win it. So he has to be very careful in what he is doing. Nice punch out. And it looks like Parasol is bleeding extremely hard. If I was Fruit Snacks, I would try and snap in to a double. very safely snap into a double as well. But let's see if he can do that to begin with. Oh, gets grabbed. That's going to be the end of Fuqua, and Parasol comes out with a really low health. Nice. Let's see what happens here. It's going to have to be very careful with what he's doing, and looks like he's just trying to play a little bit of a normals game. He's trying to play very safe. He doesn't want to get punished by this double because he knows that the double hype is real when Fruit Snacks is playing this double. He isn't able to combo after the cat heads, which is a real shame. He could have killed the Cerebella. Cerebella has 4 bars, and now this double with no meter has to go against the against one of the mashiest characters in the game, a Big Band. He really has to watch out for the mash because 1 level 3. Oh no, the desperation! So now it's 2-1 with Fuqua with Fruit Snacks in the lead. Scarman, that's really mean. That actually hurt my feelings. That actually hurt my feelings, Scarman. But it looks like Regoni is playing for real now. No more playing around. Regoni needs to win twice in a row, or else this whole entire set is going to be reset. And it looks like Fruit Snacks is just going to stick to the game plan of being patient and let Regoni lead to his own demise. Regoni, if he is going to win here, he needs to be more careful with his approach, because his approach is very uncareful. And as you saw that, and did you guys see that dash dance? Basically, wave dance backwards, but extremely fast. And it looks like Fruit Snacks is going to kill this character. Ooh, the burst bait, what a shame. And he's going to have to be very careful. And ooh, he gets the grab. Not going to waste a bar here. He needs to get out the taunt. Oh, but it's not going to work here. He gets the sniper shot out, and now the cat heads, which is going to be a real shame. Ooh, but he does get a grab. Is he going to JoJo? Regoni still has a chance to win here. He went in for the taunt too hard. And it looks like the bracket has reset. So where is that bracket reset hype that everybody had, right? Does nobody has that bracket reset hype? Alright, so now it really is the true grand finals. So, the true grand finals between these characters. Who do you guys think is going to win here? At least K-Stax has the hype. And Smash and Crash has the hype as well. And Raybai's hype. This is good. No, this is not the first bracket reset in the tournament, but it is always hype to see a bracket reset, because if we get a bracket reset, we know that it's either going to be more hype matches, or it's just going to be a really big curb stomp from the person that came up from losers. But from this standpoint, it's just going to be more hype. Regoni seems like he's taking my advice. He is playing more careful. He knows that his reckless disregard was hurting him last time.
Can't catch me.
But it seems like, oh, can he do something here? He is getting good damage on the assist, which is good. He knows that that assist is giving Fruit Snacks a lot of the victories here, and he is just trying to get good damage on it without trying to get hit. Nice! And he gets the burst bait, and he gets the charge on his poison. definitely going to try and kill this Fuqua. He knows that the Fuqua is a huge issue for him, so he knows that he needs to go in, and it looks like he's just going to... Oh, grab bag! What an insane combo. And oh, is this going to happen here? And no, nothing there. He actually jumps out of that reset, and looks like Fruit Snacks is just going to continue trying to play careful. He knows... Now, Rick Oni knows that there's one thing that Fruit Snacks has up his sleeve all the time, and that is the double hype. Ooh, he gets a hit in. Right now, Fruit Snacks is just basically whittling down the characters. He is not going to waste a super... Oh, wait, no. I guess I am wrong. He is going to use a super. So I guess he really does want that double hype as fast as he can. And it looks like this isn't going to kill, but it is going to do some great damage on this Arabella. Ooh, but he does get a reset in the middle of it. Wow, can this be a come around? Can this be a turn it back? But no, he gets hit, and looks like he's going to level 3. Is Fruit Snacks going to join the big band? And it looks like he might join the big band if he does die here, so he just needs to be very careful. Rick Oni is using a very mashable character, and oh, this is going to be the end. Punches him 3 times with a tuba and lets him go. So it looks like we didn't get the double hype in that one, but it almost looked like we did. But Fruit Snacks says there was way too many lag spikes in that game. It's infecting his play. Is Fruit Snacks being a John? No, I wouldn't put it past people to be honestly, I wouldn't admittedly say that people are being Johns just for saying that that match was a little bit laggy. The score is Rigoni with 1. Alright, holy guacamole, Fruit Snacks in the 2000 ping. Holy jeez Louise, oh my goodness gracious and golly day.
Side effects may include nausea, headaches, and death.
Let's hope it doesn't affect their play too much this time. Okay, he's going to have to be very careful. And nice! He actually gets hits on both characters. Ooh. Is Ricconi, with his confidence of winning that last round, is he going to be playing a little bit more risky? And it looks like he really is, which is hurting his game plan. Oh, but he does get hit. The Fuqua is getting hit, and he looks like he just wants to chip out this Valentine. He doesn't want to risk Fuqua this time. He really does not. Nice! He needs to be very careful with what he is doing, and he gets into the corner. Ooh, he does get a punch, but he's nothing out of it. Oh, it looks like this is going to be the end of Fuqua, and it looks like Parasol is going to come out with a very, very low amount of health. Oh, but he does get the Napalm Pillar, and he looks like he was going to actually chip out. It looks like he was trying to go around to kill that Cerebella, and it looks like he does get a hit, but he doesn't get anything off of it, which is a real shame. Oh, it looks like he gets both characters, but he's not going to be able to get too much off of this. He does go into a super, but it only hits the parrot. It only hits the double. Can he kill the double hype here? Oh, he does get the Napalm Pillar. Is double going to be able to kill? No, he does get grabbed, which is insane. I can't even remember the word for it, but great job by Ricconi. Going to kill here. No, actually not going to kill here. Went for too many resets. Going to get eager charged. Oh, but nothing of it. So he just needs to play very, very calm, careful, and collected. He needs this. He needs his double to live. He needs his double to just live. So he needs to play very calm in the way that he's playing. Oh, but he does kill this Arabella, but the double does come out with very low health, and Rick Oni taunting so hard in that match, wasting all of his... He feels like he's going to win, and I guess I can't put it back him. He taunted with the most insane taunt in the game. Holy guacamole. What a shame. Rick only needs one more win. Let's all root for the Fruit Snack so we can have even more hype matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It was Hechala from Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's why he said sparking from the Japanese version. So let's keep going, and it looks like Rigoni is trying to anti-momentum Fruit Snacks, and Fruit Snacks, you gotta play patient, you gotta play calm. Be careful. Depending on the amount of people, Dawn, it will be either single elimination or it will be a double elimination. Nice! He's going to keep this up, and he's got both characters going to bring him into the corner. No, he actually opts for a grab. I'm actually surprised, but he actually gets it. Oh my goodness gracious! This is just wow. Well, it was Fruit Snacks that DC'd. Yeah, he doesn't get the win. Alright. He's actually mad. Look at this. Fruit Snacks. You did not win because of the DC. Just send! Oh my gosh. Rick Oni must have prayed to the gods of lag to get that one out. Because, oh my goodness, he got wrecked in that last match. He had that one wrapped up into a bow, and jeez Louise. Oh, Rick Oni rage quit, correct? Everybody saw him rage, right? Oh my gosh, and Skullgirls just stopped working for me as well. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Rick, why... Oh my gosh. Skullgirls is even mad that Rick Oni won that one. That match does not count. Skullgirls is just like, why? Why? Seriously, Funky? Why does that not count? Seriously? Oh my gosh. Funky, I mean, no, it's just like, Funky. Like, for real. Come on. Are you, like, come on, man. Come on, we know that they would, come on, we know who would have won in that match. And then I gotta say, I'm sorry, Skullgirls, rules are rules. Rick, why? Rick Oni is promising to go Super Saiyan level 3 with saying, and this is to go even further beyond. Rick, why'd you have to pray to the lag gods for him to DC that one? Alright. So, I am hoping that Fruit Snacks wins this one, just because that DC was probably the worst thing that could have possibly happened ever. Just wow. That hurts my heart. That just hurts, like, so bad. Alright, so let's see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Nice! Hopefully you can keep this up. Rick Oni, oh my gosh, Fruit Snacks, play that careful game, you got this. Oh no, this looks like it's just a mirrored game of what happened to Rick Oni. Okay, it looks like Fruit Snacks gets his hit, hopefully he can keep this up. Nice! It looks like he is going to keep this up with his hits, and oh, going through, getting the first bait. Oh, but he does not get the big band. This is a shame for him, but it looks like he's going to keep this Fukua in. He knows that his Fukua is amazing. He knows that he's probably not going to get hit with when he's using Fukua, so he's just going to keep him in. He's just going to keep it calm, and it looks like he's going to get 2 characters. Happy birthday! No, but he drops, and oh golly day! This is really bad for him. Oh, he needs to be very careful in what he is doing right now, and he does get a hit, but doesn't get anything out of that. And it looks like he's going to have to be playing very careful with what he's doing, and he does get a hit, but he needs to be very careful. And what was with that? Holy guacamole, this could go to the double. Alright, double, you need to do this. You need to be very careful in what you're doing right now. Are you going to use cat heads? Are you going to do something? Oh! Can you punish? No, you cannot. Holy guacamole. Oh, jeez, Louisela. He is going to get hit right there, and that is going to take a big old chunk out of his health. He can just chip him out right now. And he is going to opt to go for the cat heads, going to chip him out. Holy guacamole, this is really tight. And he needs to be very careful with what he's doing. And it does look like he's going to get this hit in. Might not kill. He's going to have to go for a reset here. They both don't have meter, except for double, and the double hype lives on.
Don't that just beat off?
Holy jeez Louise. Okay, you did it. I don't think he has uTorrent on. Oh man, golly day, that was a hype match. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, Fruit Snacks, I am still rooting for you.
Quiet on the set. Action.
Major surgery.
Oh, ooh, going to mash out a major surgery right at the beginning. Probably not the best idea because Valentine doesn't do too much damage. Yeah, he's going to have to be very careful right now, and it looks like he's just going to play his safety game. You know, Rick Oni really wants to punish this Parasol Assist gameplay because Parasol Assist is really hurting him. Nice, goes under it. Rick Oni planning on punishing it. Great job. There we go. Gets a hit in. Not going to kill. He's going to have to go at least 3 combos with his Parasol. And this is great for him. Oh! Wow, what the swag is happening here? This is really good. He needs to be careful. And nice tag by Rick Oni, but really wasn't worth it. Was getting a ton of damage on the Cerebella, possibly losing it. Really worth saving a Valentine that really doesn't have too much health left. Oh no! Both characters going to get some damage on them, and now Fruit Snacks needs to be very careful with that parasol usage. He needs to be very, very careful. He does get poisoned, but he does get away the poison, and it looks like he's blocking perfectly, and he does get hit on here. So it looks like the Valentine is dead. He needs to be very careful. Oh, can he do something here? He is just keeping him on lockdown, and ooh, he gets a punch. He needs to watch out. This is going to be a very, very dangerous situation. One hit leads into death for Fruit Snacks. No! There we go. A happy birthday. A happy birthday ends out the tournament. Woo! Alright, so that is the end of the tournament. Congratulations to everybody playing. There are the results. Our supreme champion is Ricconi, and our second place is Fruit Snacks, and our third place is Dawn 111. So you know what? Really good match. I have to say, that was a very good match. Very excited to see all this. Really good job by all players. And I gotta admit, very excited to see even more. Now, because we did not get any donations this week, we can't get anything for Ricconi on Steam. But what he does get is to be this week's Player of the Week on the Skullgirls Online Battlers Steam group. So good job to everybody that played. An amazing tournament. I was extremely hyped. And I'm sorry, Scarman, no donations this week. Nothing's going to Ricconi for this one.